Was born in Andalusia, Alabama. Moved to the Philippines when I was a little kid. Then from Montgomery, we moved to New Orleans, Louisiana. And that's where I grew up as a kid from 7 to 56 years old. So we moved here, I guess I was 55, 56 to Mill Valley. When I grew up in New Orleans, there was quite a few hurricanes. I went through Hurricane Betsy, Hurricane Camille, many, maybe 15, 20 hurricanes. Not all of them were the power of Betsy, Camille, or Katrina, but I never really left until I had a family, and I always stayed behind and weathered the storm. Say we had a lot of hurricane parties. For me, Hurricane Katrina was probably the worst hurricane that I'd been through because it caused my family to have to move to California. But we had to come here, and being here, I thought this was a much better place for my children to grow up. So that's the reason why we're here. Being in a hurricane is one of the scariest things you'll ever do in your life. When we go to New Orleans, most of the time we go, it's not hurricane season. And the hurricanes don't start really until around the middle of June, after June, and last till October, November. And the worst time is the August, September. That's when the worst hurricanes happen. And we were in our house, we had winds up to 130 miles an hour. Katrina, of course, was winds up to 180. We fortunately enough didn't have a problem with the house. So we're about 10 feet above sea level. The flooding happened, after the storm. The storm had already hit. The flooding came a couple of days later when the levees broke. But the worst thing was when you came back to your house and your refrigerator was filled with food that had been sitting in the heat for 30 days, and you did not want to open your refrigerator. Well, when we left New Orleans, we had no idea what was going on. We thought we were coming back. When we left, I had like 3 pair of pants with me and about maybe 4 or 5 shirts, and everybody else about the same. So we thought we were going to be able to go back home, but we weren't. It'll take, I think, before New Orleans is back to normal again, maybe 10 years.